Hey, what's up, guys? It's Claudio here in another race. This was in August 15th, the last race of Rockleigh Crit out in New Jersey. This is the 4-5, and that was the start of the race right there. We got 2 neutral laps, and we are off. So I am at the front, not playing any games here. I just want to know what it's like to race in the front. I'm so used to doing this race from the back, and it sucks big time. Some people love like just patrolling the back and staying in the back. I can't do that because I get dropped right away. So the 4-5, by the way, I put the kilometers per hour up on the screen. Let me know if any of you really appreciate that, because it took a while. I had to redo the video twice. So let me know if you are happy about the kilometers per hour, and I'll keep doing that. Anyways, we're in this race. This is the first lap. This is the last of this series of the Rockleigh Crit. This loop is about a mile long or so. It's totally flat. And I'm in there racing. And this whole video is about me, what it takes to attack and what it takes to cover attacks. I didn't attack because I didn't have the guts to do that, but I did cover some attacks, and of course I blew myself up. But it's so important to understand what it takes to cover an attack, and then also to attack, the kind of fitness that you need. So this is what we are reviewing here. You're gonna see some attacks coming up and what I do. Here are my stats for those of you who don't know me. Age 36, FTP at this time, it was about around 140, about what it is now. Weigh 155 pounds, 70 kilograms. Max heart rate is somewhere around 187, maybe 190. I've never seen it go past 187. And I was, back then in August, I was training about 6 to 7 hours a week with my coach. I had a triathlon coach, but now I'm fully cyclist, fully on trainer road, and I've been doing the sweet spot base training. I'm on week 4 of that, the high volume, and it's going really well. Really happy about it. On the weekends, I have these 2-hour training rides. 2-hour rides, all on sweet spot, and I never thought I could do like 20-minute intervals on sweet spot. Eventually your mind just gets used to it. It's totally doable physically, but for me it's like I was doing like 215 watts, 220 watts for 20 minutes. That hurts. Like there's no way, like back then when I was racing this race in August, there's no way that I could have even done like 210 watts for 20 minutes on the trainer. Anyways, your mind gets used to it. So here's the first acceleration. So there's a guy that goes up the road. I don't know if you can see him. He went up, or he's going right now. And now everybody accelerates. Let's take a look. So I'm easy at around 140 BPM. And now I put in the surge. I'm towards the front of the group. But it's kind of it gets strung out. And I'm going backwards. I'm not sure what to do, honestly. Like, do I go super hard and try to really cover it? Because I don't want to burn myself out. Already that guy burned himself out. You saw him go backwards. So the guy in front has a gap, and people are chasing. And now I'm instantly like in the 170s. My heart rate is through the roof already, just with those little efforts. But I hung on, right? So that's cool. I'm like in the front group. If there was a split, I would be kind of in the front group. Now everybody gets tired. I'm not sure if the guy got caught yet. But I'm still. So now I close this gap, which I really shouldn't have done that, because that really hurt. But I just felt like really racing and doing something, you know what I mean? Like instead of sitting in, and I think that was a bell, which means there's a preem on this lap. I think maybe that guy was trying to get the preem, or I don't know what. So here, I'm still getting used to this corner. And now I'm in the 180s. When I'm in the 180s, my heart rate, it's like I can't go anymore. I got like 5 seconds there, and you can see I'm starting to go backwards. I put too much. It's still a high pace because of the preem, I guess, and the guy's still up the road. But I'm just hanging on, barely, and my watts are just, well, I'm still pumping them out, but I'm getting swarmed here, and I just can't really go much harder here. Yeah, I'm totally going backwards. So we have this situation where I'm basically blowing up, and there's a guy that was attacking, and he's dropping back to recover. And now everybody's just going fast because of the preem, I guess. And that hurts. Like these preem laps can really drop you. And now I'm basically in the back, like pretty much within one lap. My heart rate is finally coming down, but I'm putting efforts and it's no good. So that's what it took for me to cover that attack and stick with the preem lap. That's rough. I don't have that kind of surging fitness. I didn't have it back then. Well, certainly not now, because of the base training, only base training that I've been doing. But back then, I just, if I wanted to sit in, I could have sat in. But all these surges, they really take a lot of those VO2 max efforts. You really need to work on that. So I am now dead last. Big danger zone here. Because this is how I get dropped. Basically, we are dropped here. We're dropped from the group, but we're chasing them, and we have a chance. And we're just trying to chase back on. I'm trying to get on a wheel. I know, so this guy's popped. I gotta chase. My heart rate is still in the 170s. Anything above 170 is my threshold heart rate. So this is painful. Just when you see the group in front of you like that, and it's just like you're putting out watts and watts, and it's just like they can't come back. It's like it's so close, and you don't. My thought is like, okay, they're just gonna slow down, and I'll just roll into them. But sometimes they don't. And you don't roll into them, and you have to really just give one hard effort. Like if I had done like right there a 700 watt effort for 5 seconds, I could have maybe rolled into them on this turn. And now I'm just like, I'm wasting my legs here. But I know that they're going to slow down on this next turn. They always do, and I'm going to catch them. So that's pretty much how this race goes in the first attack. All right. Finally, I make contact with the group. They always slow down there. I know I got a little bit of a chance. So now I'm there. I just got to hang on to them. And I believe I do. And it's all good. Still getting gapped. Like when you have like these gaps are like 2 bike lengths, one and a half bike lengths. They're so annoying because you're like, you're right there and you're like a little bit in the draft, but not really. And it's like you know that you're gonna roll into them, but sometimes they don't. They don't slow down. Finally, contact. I'm back. So that's the first attack there. Already wasted myself so much. Went from the front of the group all the way to the back, right? So this trainer road, the program that I'm doing, man, it's really, I haven't tested myself again FTP wise, but I can tell my muscular endurance is going way up. There's no way I would suffer like this on these races. I'm not gonna be like suffering to hop back on next year. Okay, here's the second attack. So this guy goes, and I'm just like, okay, I don't really go. I don't know what I'm doing, is what's happening. And so this guy totally goes. And I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to go, but I kind of half do. And then I'm kind of like blocking all these people in the back that want to go. And I'm like just in the way. I know that I can't cover that. And people are like, get out of the way. Because I just tried to go with that one move. And now guys are dropping back. And so it's like you gotta know what you want to do, right? You can't just like yo-yo back and forth, or like stand there in the middle. You gotta know if you wanna go with the moves, or if you wanna really sit back. I remember I was confused at in this particular move. When this went, I just didn't know like what was going on. Like, what should I do? I guess that's normal too, you know? Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes they catch you by surprise. So my heart rate is at 175, not that bad. Already the moves got caught. So it's just a small attack. But the ability to recover is so important. You got to be able to attack. So to do an attack, it's like 800 watts for 5 seconds, maybe even 1,000, really. Then you got to come back for another 5 seconds at like 600 or 700 watts. Then you got to do another 20 seconds at like 400 watts. And then you got to cruise at like 300 if you want to get away in a race like this. All that stuff is way over my threshold and my abilities. And there's no way. Like, if I tried to attack, it's like 800 watts, 5 seconds, then 400 watts for another 5 to 10 seconds, and then I drop down to like 200 watts. I can't sustain that. I need, I get kind of blown up. I need to be able to sustain, to get up to like at least my threshold. I mean, I got to be able to do at least 250 watts, maybe 300 really, to get away, to get any speed and stay away. So attacking is not quite, it's not quite available for me, but at least I got a sense of what it takes by covering attacks, by trying to go with them, and just feel that pain. So now things are getting fast. I believe this is what is this, the last lap? Oh, this is it. This is the last straightaway. And of course I have nothing. What do I have? I'm not even trying to sprint because I'm so wasted. And that's the race. I don't know what place I got, but you know, I'm like, it doesn't matter. I finished with the group. And that's that. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you know what it takes to attack, anything about this subject. I'll be posting more videos about my training with Trainer Road. Soon will be an updated FTP test, and Feel free to follow me on Instagram to follow my journey through the winter training. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.